Sunday. Yeah, I know. I haven't done a video in a few days, but been spending time with family. I know you guys understand. And to do you a favor, I made sure that Salty Shellback, Glockgeist William, or Heavy 67 didn't put up a video over here. Because as I quote a good friend of mine, and you'll know who you are, if I wanted to watch one of their fucking videos, I would have gone to their channel. So, today's been a fun day. Didn't get out to the range because one minute it's lightly raining and the next minute it is awesome. So I started off this morning by working on a e-bomi video. Something that I have to say, this was, honestly, you'd probably be shocked to know this. This is the first time I've actually got my hands on something big and black like this. This is the Glock 21 chambered in 45 ACP. This is their SF, the slim frame. This thing feels absolutely awesome in the hand, and of course this 45 ACP, which the man stop around. I'm a huge fan of the 45, but something I have to say is really awesome. Of course, this is like now what is it? Now it's a 10 millimeter. Was going to get the opportunity to go out and shoot this today, and just didn't. Totally honest, I have some huge vehicle issues right now, and getting out to the shack is just another problem. But I worked on the video for Lucas Tactical. Well, that's not Lucas Tactical. That's definitely not Lucas Tactical. Worked on the video for Lucas Tactical, and I know I've talked to you guys about them, but I can't say this enough. They're not going to be there forever. If you are running a 9mm Glock and you're looking for mags for the 17, the 19, or the 26, you need to check the link down below and get them at $20 a piece while they're still there. And I had this conversation with Pete, because he's had some nightmare scenarios about dealing with mags, but these are Glock OEM mags, 20 bucks a piece. If you're looking for the if you're looking for the 17, the 19, or the 26. The rest of the time, though, he doesn't have them up on his site, but he has access to everything. Accessories. The best thing you can do is just call Frank and say, hey, I'm looking for this, this, or this, and he'll let you know if he has it or not. So, okay, enough gun talk. I'm really kind of pissed off I didn't get the opportunity to go out and shoot this, because you guys know how much I love the 10mm round. Jim, Hornet Fixer, I know you're a big Smith & Wesson slut, but you know what you don't have? You don't have a 10mm. Here's two of them, bitch. Okay. Sorry about that. Sorry about that outburst. I apologize. I was out of line. Okay, so we're looking at, you're looking at those, because why look at this? And, oh, I want to say a big thank you, though. At the last minute, I got a phone call from my buddy Greg, and he's like, hey, want to go on a booze cruise? So me and Christine and Greg took a trip both up and down the St. Louis River. Kind of got pushed off the lake. It looked like it was about to rain, and so here I am, hanging with you guys. We're going to look at Traquair. This is their house ale. Ale fermented in oak barrels, and it is 7.2% by volume, and this is a product of Scotland. Off the top of my head, the only other thing I can think of is Jerry, and that's, I don't know, enough said. Let's open it with, where the hell did all my openers go? You know, it's been a while. We're gonna go with the 50 cal round. Oh, sorry. There you go. It's like the Obama administration. The top is void of anything. Missed. The booze cruise consisted mostly of tequila. There you go. Dark, not really dark. Still letting a little light through there. Almost looks like a brown ale. Not a lot of carbonation. Smells. Actually has a lot of similarity to a brown ale. That's the problem with a brown ale. Is seriously, even the ones that I absolutely love, they don't all smell all that great. But I'm not picking up any whiskey or bourbon or oak. Kind of a little sweet, kind of a caramel or a toffee smell to it. So, cheers, guys. Kind of tastes just like it smells. Has kind of a like a chocolatey roasted malts up front. Not really a lot going on. Not bad. Not bad for flavor. Not to the point where if I ever saw it on a shelf I would get it again, you know. Sorry, when I make that comment, it's not necessarily pointed at that particular brew, but there's a lot of awesome, incredible microbrews out there. So, like one the Birdman said, the slogan for this channel should be, "Life is short, why drink shitty beer?" Kind of what's going on with this. Just nothing really jumps out at you. Starts off kind of subtle, kind of a little bit of flat spot. The end, less on the malts, a little bit more of kind of a cocoa kind of a thing, all fairly light on the mouthfeel. The alcohol really 7%. If I was guessing on this, because it wasn't on the side of the bottle, I don't think I would even peg it as that high. I'd probably guess like a 5.5 or something. So the alcohol is well hidden in there. All right. Well, I'm gonna finish it, so obviously it gets, onto the E scale, and that E scale, I would probably give this guy like a I'm just waiting to see if something else comes through in there, because I'm not getting, well, when it says oak barrels, we don't even know if there was ever anything in the oak barrels prior to the beer being in there. I'm not really getting any whiskey or bourbon notes at all. Hang on before I give it an unfair E scale. maybe way back in there, and I mean, I'm talking about reading it, and then my brain is searching for that characteristic in there. You might pick up a little bit of that oak wood oakiness, but yeah, I'm gonna give this a 6, on the E scale. It's not bad. I mean, it's just, again, there's a lot of fantastic beers out there. So 6 for me on that. Tomorrow is a Monday. We got a bunch of stuff from Joe, but you know, I picked up something. Today, of course, you know, Minnesota, they're wussies, and you can't get alcohol on a weekend or on a Sunday. Why, I don't know. So I ran over to Superior, and of course I ran into Andy, second in command over there at the Keyport. See, you'd be like me working in a gun shop, or maybe me working at the Keyport. He's like, oh, we've got so many good things that we've gotten in stock in the last couple of weeks. He goes, I don't think I'm going to make any money on my paycheck. I understand. One of the things is their Lagunitas. They've got more things from them. I picked up something that you'll be seeing from them coming up, and they pretty much, looks like they had almost everything from Dogfish Head. Hell yeah. Except for, you know what really sucks is that Dogfish Head 120. $10 a 12-ounce bottle. And it doesn't look like they're going to even be able to keep that on the shelf. Andy told me that when he left last night, he had stocked that shelf, and there looked like there was about 8 left on there at $10 a bottle. What I picked up is the Dogfish Head 75 Minute IPA. This is a bottled condition IPA with maple syrup. And this one comes in at a kind of under the bar at 7.5% by volume. And of course, we are talking about the big bottle. What can I tell you about it? There are some situations where the 90 minute is too much, and there are others where the 60 is too little. So they've got the 75, bottle conditioned with pure maple syrup, complexity, dry hopped out of, I don't even know what that even is. So take a look at this tomorrow. Why not start the week off right? Something from Dogfish Head. Other than that, I got a couple pretty cool things coming out up in reviews. It's kind of a spoiler alert. Old Chub. yeah. Chuck right now is like, what? Somebody talking about me? They've got one now with the a 4-pack that they released with the nitrogen capsule in it. Picked up some of those. So we'll be taking a look at those coming up. Otherwise, I just want to say thank you to New York Half-Ass Prepper. Multiple things as I look around. New York Half-Ass Prepper is the one that sent me this G23 slide, and I have to say I'm really liking this. I'm not gonna lie, I really like the 27. Something that especially this little guy, it's been so modded out. Vickers Tactical slide release, extended mag release. I've got so many different configurations and magazines for this. We've got these Gap Industry ones that lock your fingers in. My buddy Chris down in Texas sent me this laser, and this thing is just completely pimped out. I know when I talked to New York Half-Ass Prepper, about wanting, maybe going with the 23 is a more permanent carry. I still find that this is something that I that I still use on it still gets use in the week. And you guys know I've got plenty of things I keep in the rotation. I don't believe in having anything sitting in the safe. I'm not afraid to carry a single gun if they get scratched. Oh well, you know, there's people out there that fix that shit. I am not going to miss some of the finer things in life, and that is fine alcohol, good friends, family, and enjoying the things you're passionate about. So, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get rid of this. I thought maybe if I had the 23, I'd be less likely to want to hang on to this. But this thing is still pretty cool. You get those X grips, and you can make that a lot more fun at the range. This 23 has been fantastic. I mean, the only holster that I have that really works with it is that Incog that Heffy 67 sent me, and it's very, you know, you're talking about something that holds, you could get 14 rounds of 40 with you, and I'm actually really shocked at how light this thing is. And I've done the modifications I really want to do to it. May or may not I have a brass stacker, stainless steel guide rod set up for it. I'll see if I feel the difference in weight. At a bare minimum, I always like to be out at the range with extras. You know, I've got the stock guide rod set up for the 27, and I have a brass stacker in there. You know, when they go, it's always nice to have something to back your ass up. But yeah, at least this time it's turned into gun chat instead of political chat. I mean, anytime you can just click and go. So you don't want to hang around and talk. But I know some guys are probably gonna be disappointed in me because of how things have changed. 1 minute I'm ripping on Glocks and calling them Gumby guns, and I absolutely hate them. And after spending some time, you really start to appreciate the simplicity, the amount of aftermarket stuff that's out there. How you could take a broken shish kebab stick and use that to completely take one apart with no special tools. I mean, the only thing I can even think of is I have a front sight removal tool on order, and I'm probably just going to use my vise and a brass punch to take the sight off, because I plan on swapping out the sights on the 23 for some Heine ledge sights, which, if you're still at this point in the video, you have some kind of an issue, or you're, you know, a good loyal fan or friend. I'm gonna throw this out there because this is going to be happening, so you're gonna have to contact me and let me know. I'm going to be doing a video for Heine sites, and one of the things in the video, I plan on offering some kind of a discount code for anybody that wants to place an order with them. But me and a bunch of the boys are going to be placing an order for some sites as a group order, which means I'll probably have to talk to everybody individually, find out what particular model you want, and I'll place the order, pay for all the sites, and then probably have to send them out to you guys. So if someone is really serious, and I'll put the link down below to Heine, and you can go take a look at some of the stuff they have if somebody's interested. My good friend Jason Shade, who's also a huge Glock fan, exclusively uses the Heine sights, puts them on everything. That the ledge sight is designed so that if, you know, you're disabled in some kind of a defending yourself scenario, that you're able to pull your weapon, and for some reason it's not ready to go, because I personally only carry loaded, one in the chamber. But for some reason, say you don't, those Heine ledge sites allow you to be able to rack that slide on say the edge of a table or something sharp. So, but they have a lot of different options. I plan on swapping out these goalpost style stock Glock sights for the Heine ledge on the 23, and I'd also like to get my hands on the same set designed for the XDM, because that is the weakest link on my XDM 3.8 45 is the sights. They're just not really impressed with them at the range, and if you had to rack the slide on the side of the table, you'd probably never be able to do it with those sights. So again, the link will be below. If that's something that you're interested in, then you know, let me know, because I plan on placing some kind of a group order with them. They were very interested in letting me do something like that. So otherwise, we'll be taking a look at the dogfish head tomorrow. Don't want this to get any more long and drawn out. Then go finish that, and we will see all of you guys tomorrow. Again, I appreciate everybody that sits through these. Oh look, it's the home phone. It's not for me. Well, actually it could be. So okay guys, have a great Sunday, have a safe Monday, and we will see you tomorrow.